Alright, so here we are on play. It's a classic 76ers versus the classic Bulls. The 70 something Sixers and the 96 Bulls, I believe. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about the what do you want to talk? Let's talk about NBA 2K11. NBA 2K. I was just reminding myself about 2K11 the other day, and I was just thinking about how many Jordan moments there were and stuff. So you can see obviously Jordans in this gameplay and that type of stuff. So what do you think of 2K11? Okay, so we have to think of about the 2K11. They're pretty specific to K11. Remember the Do you remember the Jordan challenges, the 10 Jordan challenges? What was your favorite one? The first one was the 63 points one, then that was the one when you were you didn't have to win for. The other 9 you had to win. For that one, you could just make sure you score 63 points, shoot 50% from the field, get 66, and that's pretty much it. I didn't care if you lost by 100 to 63. That was not bad. You still, well, you could, well, you would have made it at 163, 100 to 275 would be, I think you could made it. And yeah. So this just reminded me some. And then after you can get MD creating, or you can type in I can be 23, and I can be 23 was the code to make MD creating the legend. It's just kind of cool. You actually got the same age as these two play here. I don't know I don't think many people actually got to where he was forced to retire. Many people got to that point, unfortunately. But now in NBA Career Legends, you can take any player that pass against any player in the current now in NBA 2K13 stuff. So let's talk about the 1D the Jordan challenges. Another one was a 69 points. I forgot the others, but you had to score 69 points for sure, and you had to win the game. My favorite one was the 5 or 6 victory because of the Sonics. I always say that was the really good Sonics team. That was probably better than their 79 team that actually won it all, but they got to face the 72 and 10 Bulls, which were a really good, really good team. And you can see, oh, that's a pip and dunk by him, as you can see that. So yeah, that game was totally dedicated to Jordan. Every single beeping way possible. I don't know what way they're not correct to Jordan. You got Asian shoestring it. You the Jordan challenges. You could bring Jordan in the current NBA. Really, I don't know what was not to love. You couldn't miss Jordan that game. In there. And then 2K12, you could have Jordan, but you had Jordan 13 other player. And the only objective for each game was to just win the game, which is sometimes hard because you're playing against a really good classic rival team. So that was the tough point. And what else? And then Creating Legends, I think you could get current players that time, and then this year you could get legendary players, and then I don't really need to play 2K13. What was I explaining about 2K10? 2K10, had some good features. One of my favorite things about it was I really don't know favorite because it was so long ago. And, I really don't know what my favorite was, so, my favorite mode. So, really, that was the last year. That was the last year before the 2 years of how legend years, and then this year it kind of went back. Which sometimes was that that I think they may have done other. In some ways they may have done right. In some ways they may have done. I just don't. We have to see what they're playing this next year. So 2K9. I never got that game, and I just heard it was bad it was. I mean, he had like at least like 10 videos, like 2K9 glitches and errors and stuff. And when I watched it, I mean, you can understand. And then, I mean, 2K10 they totally rebounded, and then 2K11 they tried to and stuff. So let's talk about the My Player Mode series. So in the My Player Mode series, so when the first My Player came in 2K10, this was I mean, what to say, you also got the draft combine. You got the draft combine, you went to the draft, create a player, went to the draft combine, you got drafted, you employ your player to go take 10, you play in the real NBA. And you really not much. I mean, you were forced to play 82 games, no matter what. You couldn't even retire. There was no press conferences. I mean, you couldn't even request a trade. There was like nothing. There was like no endorsements even, and it was like, okay. I mean, this was started, but like people were so like impressed with it. 2K11, we start to get seeing what's today. 2K11, you still had to play all 82 games. You had to I think the endorsements were just starting, I think. I don't know exactly, but I think the endorsements were just starting. And, you could request trades now, and you had press conference, but the choices were, like, just feelings. So, I mean, in 2K12, they were replaced with, actual parts of it, where you might say. So, it's easier to say what you want. Teammate chemistry, and now you have the rookie showcase. You don't have to pay through these 3 draft combine games and then go to the NBA draft and stuff. Just to play one rookie showcase game. Got drafted, and that was really a great point. That group move, you actually had 3 teams that interviewed you. After those 3 teams, that's the you went to the draft. Probably most likely one of those teams drafted you, and that was end of that. And the 2K13 future's almost the same. I think they did not really try to build off 2K13 wasn't. I don't think they. I mean, that was probably like the minorest improvement ever I seen. That's what I really think. When you really think about what I'm just doing right now, it really was that much additions added in. Besides, like, I mean, GM mode was toxic. GM was like the only thing that was like really added that was somewhat major. Now let's talk about the What was your favorite Bulls team? I mean, my favorite Bulls team was their 98 team. I feel like that's like when they had older players and stuff, and I feel like that was like the last dance, and yeah, it's cool. So I'm just gonna commentate on the gameplay for right now. So no more discussions about past 2Ks, and let's get to the commentary. Pippen will Pippen to Jordan. No, Harper. Harper crossing the left corner. He's defended by number 14. Passes it, defended, and then Mike Bibby gets it. Mike Bibby passes it to Collins, and he does a layup. A fast break layup. 43-40, 32. Philadelphia. Okay. Okay, now it's 58-42 Philly. And Dunleavy passes it to Cunnings, and Cunnings makes the layup. Wellington to Harper to Pippen, dribbles across court. Pippen passes out to fairway 3 with the one. Rodman gets the rebound as a shooting foul, and Rodman as he goes through the line for 2. Rodman the first free throw, he makes it. Rodman the second free throw, he misses it. And McGinnis gets a rebound, and Collins dribbles up court, and he passes it to Then we do number. I did not see that. Was a beautiful dunk. Harbor passes to Jordan. Jordan, goal. Jordan passes to Harbor again. Harbor passes to Jordan. Jordan takes a three. He disses it, and Harper gets the easy layup. Harper got the rebound. He got the easy layup. Now Baby dribbles across court. Is Harper sleeping? Baby passes it to McGinnis. McGinnis will lay it up, and it's another 2 points. 64-45, Philadelphia. Kukoc passes it to Jordan. Jordan looks. He dribbles inside, and then that's it. 3.3. It's foul. He's fouled. I don't know what it is. Will Free will take 2 shots. Will Free will make the first shot. Will Free will make the. He will make the second shot. Moite passes Kerr. Kerr tried to dribble to make the game, to make the other three. He missed this game over. Philadelphia wins. The Bolts, the 32-10 Bulls will not do. They'll lose, and the Sixers kind of win, and that is all here from 999 ISG Studios. See ya.